Okay, so we're back. Robert once again with Smart Profit Money. Okay, in this video, I will be covering what is social media marketing? How does it work? What types of services do you have to offer for your clients? Like just the whole entire thing. It just seems like too many people are lost and confused on the name SMMA, Social Media Marketing Agency. It's just what's involved in getting a business like this started. Or is it a work from home business? And which it is. So if that's you and you're kind of curious about this business, I'm going to cover all this. I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. We're going to go into the blueprint. We're going to go into the PowerPoint slides. I'm going to show you exactly how I actually do it. I've been doing it for years and years, and I can prove it. So if you guys are ready, keep on watching so I can show you how I did that. Okay, should be able to see my pointer on screen. Here it is here. So let's go ahead and get started. But first, let me go ahead and explain. Like I just said, too many people are just confused on what is social media marketing because they hear the term thrown around. And right now, we are running YouTube ads, and so many people have inquired on some of the ads that we're actually running because that's what they're about. So I wanted to make sure that people really know what it is, and hopefully they see this video if they come across our channel. So that being said, what is it? How does it work? What types of services do you need to offer to clients? Or just what is this whole crazy SMMA? That's what I'm going to explain right now. What it means is you're offering services to people that have existing businesses, and you're going to ask them if they need help in doing their websites, Facebook, all their social media, SEO, all that stuff, right? That's what it means. You're going to help them market their business. And there's other things that you can offer them as well. So let's go ahead and talk about why am I explaining this. I've owned a website design services. So the name has changed. It's so old. I started about 20 years ago, and it was called back then website design services. Now it's just called social media marketing agency. It means that we gear it more towards helping people that have an existing business, and we're just helping them with their social media marketing. But we still do web design services, and I would say that it's 50-50. Many of our clients are still doing web design services versus social media marketing services as well. So if you're getting into this business, I highly recommend that you do both. Okay, it's just one of the easiest way to keep your clients for long term, and I'll get into that more and more as I go ahead and explain this. Okay, so hopefully I explain this right, because sometimes I talk over myself and all this stuff. But so now you guys know why I am explaining it. At least you're getting this from somebody who actually does it. We've been doing it for years and years. I personally do it myself. I do a lot of the work myself as well. I go ahead and I prospect clients. I create all the lead capture, all that crazy stuff. So it's all created by me. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at my screen now, and I'll keep on talking. And I want you guys to compare what I'm going to show you here to what somebody else maybe have told you, or maybe they try to give you a course or something. So we have a course also as well, but ours comes with the actual products that you need, one-click installs, all the scripts, everything. It's not just the course, it's all the materials needed to get started in this type of business. If you're interested in that later on, I'll show you that. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand that. So many people, I just want to say this first before we get started, always will tell you to do it one way, and then you'll get somebody else that says, no, do it this way. And then you get somebody else that says, no, just do this. It's super easy to get clients. All that stuff is so phony. The reason why I say that, because I've been doing it for so long, I'm like, how do people actually get business by sending just a Gmail out? A lot of people will say, go ahead and send a little message that says, hey, we can help you with your Facebook marketing. It looks like your Facebook pixel is not installed, and we're going to help you do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure if you're in business, you've probably gotten a similar email, and it's either in your spam or you just, trashed it. And it's always like just a name. If you're interested, please call me for social media services or something. There's never a link to their actual website, nothing, all right? That's not the way we do business here. We have a real website, many of them, and so can you if you want to get into this. So let me go and explain now how we actually do it. So first off, what do we do for clients? We go ahead and ask them what type of services they basically need, and we can kind of tell when we snoop around and look at the people we're trying to prospect. So we look at all kinds of different things, and there's different ways that we actually, reason why I said snoop, because many of us will always check the clients first to see if they even need us. It's very easy to see how clients are actually doing, or somebody that you're thinking about working with. You can just go ahead and you check. That's why I put it here. So let's go ahead on my screen now. Okay, check their website. Just go ahead and look at their website. Now, what are you looking at on their website? What is it actually telling you? It's actually going to tell you if it's ran by a professional marketer. Very easy to find this stuff out. You can just look at, so if you have experience, especially somebody like me, I can just go in there and go like, well, I can see the website. I could check the source code even and see how it's built, all that stuff. I kind of know like what type of platform it's built on, if there's lead capture, if there's just tracking installed, if there's a pixel installed, just so many things that my eye catches so fast within the first 10 seconds, basically super fast. And then I'll know and I'll put notes down and say, well, I'm thinking about working with this client because I think their website needs a lot of work, or they're on the wrong platform or something. I know I could change it. So I have a special list that I go by, and I just check off what I know needs to be done. So that's how I prospect the client. So if you're thinking of getting into this, business, you might be asking yourself, well, I don't do all this type of work. I don't do marketing or what. I thought I can do this, maybe work from home. You can outsource all this work, but you should still get a very good understanding on how this business works, and always learn on the stuff that you're outsourcing, how that works. And if you've heard me talk in the past, and maybe some of my other videos, I always say, be very careful with outsourcing. Make sure that you're telling the people that are doing the work for you what you're actually looking for. You can't just say, here, I want you guys to run Facebook ads. You have to explain to them how you want them run, how you want them set up even, or you want to ask them, how do you run them? How are you actually doing certain things? Because too many people just leave everything in the hands of an outsourcer, and everything just goes bad because nobody really checked to make sure that everything was getting done the proper way. There's many ways to mess things up in running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, pretty much everything. And that's why it's always good to always think before you outsource. Make sure that you're educated enough first before you outsource all that stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll get into that stuff later. Maybe I'll make another video on just the whole outsourcing thing. Back again. Sorry for going off there, but I just wanted to explain that. Okay, so you're going to check their website. That's very easy to check. Next thing, go ahead on my screen and look. Okay, their Facebook. Always going to show you Facebook. Just take a quick glance at it. You can see all the graphics and stuff. If the images don't look right, the post, you can see if it's ran by a professional marketer. Again, just by looking at the post, is there any lead capture? Is there, just so much. And then there's one little trick that we have. We can actually see inside anybody's Facebook by looking at one little link, and it's going to show us what ads are actually running. If they're running ads at that present time, their ad copy, we can see all that. Okay, it's super easy to do. Okay, we can check all that stuff, and just the main thing is the graphics, lead capture, and just to see if it's ran by a professional marketer. So that's one of the notes that you want to put down when you're doing social media marketing. The reason why you want to put notes down, because the email that you're going to send out, you're going to point out some of these things. And when you speak to them on the phone, you want to make sure that you bring up all this stuff, because they're going to tell you, hey, we already have somebody who's doing this for us, and everything's great, everything's running. We have a social media marketing person that handles all that stuff. And that's not true, because you just saw all that. And once you learn how this business works, you can basically just tell them, well, we saw your Facebook and it's missing this and this, and you just start laying things out and tell them what's wrong with it, and they'll start to listen to you. And if they don't want to listen, then that's not the right client. Don't waste your time with people that are not going to give you time of day, because you both need to be a good match. I've learned in business that working in any type of business, some people they just don't want to hear it. And some people that do want your help and understand that you are a pro at what you do and you can prove it, then it's going to go good. You have to be a good match, and they have to be willing to listen to you. Some people are very, I should just say, rude and want to get off the phone with you or get off the text message or whatever it is super fast, just because they don't believe in whatever it is. So we have ways of trying to get the clients to listen to us. I'll get into that in a minute. So, okay, moving on. Okay, so check your Facebook ads on post. I already said that. Pretty much the same thing. YouTube, I didn't say that, so we kind of skipped it here. This one here, YouTube. So that's where I'm at. So I'm just reading these off. YouTube, you can pretty much see everything. The YouTube channel needs to be set up for lead capture. There's many different things you can do on YouTube. Many people don't even understand that. A lot of people are new to YouTube. They think you just film videos and put them in there. No, you actually can set up your YouTube channel a certain way. There's buttons inside and settings inside of YouTube to change the whole way that you view your YouTube channel, the way your videos play, and just trailers, the whole entire thing, graphics, playlist, everything. There's ways to customize your YouTube channel. So they need to be set up for lead capture as well. And that's very easy to see if you're thinking about working with a client. You can kind of see, like, is their YouTube channel set up for marketing? Is it done by a professional marketer? If not, you'll be able to call them out on that and tell them what's wrong with it. Okay, moving along. Okay, so let's go ahead. Check LinkedIn's huge. Okay, you can see what they're doing. A lot of people don't take LinkedIn seriously. I don't know why. It's one of the number one overlooked social media marketing platforms, and it's really good for business. It just amazes me how many people overlook that, and it's really good. So the same thing there. You're going to check a bunch of stuff on LinkedIn, graphics or profile, and you want to make sure that their LinkedIn profile is set up for lead capture, and you can easily tell if, again, a professional marketer is helping them with that. So you can see where I'm going with this. It just goes on and on. You check Instagram, the whole entire thing. That's where I'm at here. This last one here, if you're working in a niche of real estate, then that's why that's there, because I took this from another slide. So that's where I'm going with this. So you guys know what you guys are in for. And like I said, if you wanted to outsource all this work, you basically can, but you need to understand how this business works before you can do outsourcing and just the whole entire thing. So many people will always get into this business and ask us, or even ask me personally, like, okay, I want to get started. So what can I do? I can't do the hard stuff. I'm going to outsource all that stuff. What can I do? You can actually try to do prospecting and getting clients. It's super easy. It's not, well, I don't want to say it's super easy, because many people will say, oh, it's really easy to get clients. It's not that easy, but if you have everything in place, and it gets easier and easier, and as you go, then you can see that it's not as hard as you maybe think it is. So I like to say it is hard, but it's not that hard. Okay, you see how that works? So it's hard, but it's not that hard. The reason why I say that, because if you use all the tools that we use, and if you have systems in place, then it gets easier and easier. The reason why I say that, because we don't do any cold calling at all. We only call them back or answer the phone when they leave a message, when they call us. So we are actually sending them. We're finding them on the ways that we actually do it. And so we find all our clients and we send them an email, and we only send a few a day, but we don't stop, and we send emails out by Gmail. You can use like a autoresponder system to send out messages, but a lot of those will end up in spam. You want them to be personalized one by one, and that's how you're going to get your clients. You can call them if you like. There's many people that do this type of business and are very good on the phones and just have sales skills. If that's you, then great. You'll really do good in this business if you don't mind calling and just really going at this, full speed ahead. We do have some tricks that we use, and one of the niches that we have, which is the real estate niche. I've been in the real estate niche for a long time, so that's one of the reasons why I started doing SMMA for social media marketing for agents, because I've been in that I've been in the real estate business for years and years. So that's why. So let's go ahead and move on to the next screen here. If I can get it to go here, let's see. Okay, so many people always say like, well, what types of services do you guys offer? And like I was saying earlier, you're going to do social media marketing, okay? But the main thing is when you're doing social media marketing, you have to understand what that really means and what you're going to offer and what you're not going to offer. And you have to have that laid out usually on a presentation page for the niche that you guys are in. More on that coming up here, but I just want you guys to know what that really means. I'm going to show you one of the presentations shortly here that we actually use. Okay, so next will be social media management. Well, what does that mean? That means that you're actually taking care of what they presently have. Maybe people don't want to run, like a lot of people get stuck on, this is a pro tip right here. Okay, many people will always say, oh, just run their Facebook ads or their YouTube ads or Google ads. No, there's many other things that you can do. If you only do ads, your clients will actually leave you so quick. You have to get involved with pretty much everything if you want your clients to stick around and for them to pay you a lot of money every month. The only ones that are going to pay you a lot of money is the ones that are on a larger scale. The smaller businesses can't afford it. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody always says, oh, it's super easy to get clients. It's not that easy. Like I said, you want to make sure you're working with people that have money and they can afford marketing and see the value in this. You have to be able to really bring them leads. You're changing their business around, and you have to have confidence in yourself to know how to run ads and just to do all this crazy stuff that I'm going to start pointing out. Okay, so again, you're going to help them with social media marketing and then social media marketing management. Now you guys know what that means. A lot of people are like, what's management? It's just helping them with what they've already got. Not running ads, just helping with what they've already got and fixing it, like changing their graphics and just making all their social media basically lead capture. That's what we always do. We tear apart what they basically have and we turn it into lead capture. Okay, that's one of the main things that I always do. Okay, set up images on all social media. It's kind of like what I just said. We always change all their images and we show them, hey, look, we're going to do this and this and this. Okay, lead capture, I just said that. And then we set up their website if we can. If you can get involved with their website, huge. You can outsource this. Just make sure it's done right. And I'll probably like I'm saying, I'm probably going to do another video on just outsourcing itself and just so many things like what website companies actually use if you're using one, what types of websites to get involved with, because many times when you get involved with a website, if it's, how can I word this right? When you don't want it to be a never-ending loop where they're going to say, hey, I want this changed now I want this and I want that, and they're going to go just like back and forth with you all day long for weeks and weeks and never ending when you build somebody a website. Reason why I know, because that's how I started this whole crazy business 20 years ago, is building websites. I still have clients from when I first started, but we have a way of saying, hey, you only paid for this much. This is what we're doing for you. We're just because we've even known you for 10 years or so, it doesn't mean that they can just call you and you're going to change something. So make sure you know the tricks to getting involved with the website, because you can lose clients over that, and it could turn out to, you guys could start arguing. So you want to make sure that you guys know what you were hired for when you're working with a website. I want to make sure I'm very clear on that you guys understand how it is to work with websites. Okay, you're going to set up autoresponder, email autoresponder messages. That's number one. It's part of retargeting. So you want to make sure that your clients are retargeting those existing clients. And even if they're not running ads, the best way to retarget them would be with the autoresponder, the emails that you guys are capturing from all social media. It's like just a big circle, and you're basically just sending out messages to everybody. They're filling out custom forms that we help them design, and just pretty much everything. And that's done without any paid ads. That's just done with autoresponders. Now, if you're running paid ads, then you can do it really easy. If they've been around a while and they've already gotten enough their pixels grown enough, and then we can start to we call what's retargeting and custom audiences and pretty much all that. I'm sure you heard of that. Maybe if you haven't, it's more of the techie stuff. When you do paid ads, it's just part of retargeting. Okay, don't worry about that stuff too much yet, but it is very important to always do that type of marketing. So let's keep moving along here. Set up shopping cart. Many people do offer services that they're selling, and they really probably most of the time they have the wrong shopping cart. Excuse me, wrong shopping cart or wrong payment processor. So that's how we get involved, and we go ahead and we change all that stuff around. And that's not that hard to do, especially for us because we've been doing it forever, and we specialize in all this. So everything that I talk about, we actually specialize in this. I mean, we do it with our eyes closed, if you know what I mean. It's just something that we do over and over and over. So it's easy. Again, if it sounds really hard to you, don't worry about it, because you can outsource all this stuff. And if you have any questions on any of this, always go ahead and ask me. And one more here. Okay, so set up SEO and website. This is huge. If you can get involved with SEO, be very careful though, again, with this. Many clients, I want to make sure I explain this right to you guys, will get upset with SEO if they don't see results, because they think, oh, SEO is going to be great and my phone's going to go off the hook now, or my lead capture forms or so and so. No, it doesn't work like that. So when you do SEO, there are certain things that you're going to say that you're going to do, and you do them. You make a list out and you say you're going to do this, this, and this, and this. And the things that you will be doing, like, is installing keywords, keyword phrases. You're going to be doing H1 tags. I mean, you're going to just change permalinks. I mean, the real stuff. There's a special list that we have, and we change all that stuff. The thing is, it takes time to rank some of these pages and adding content. So things do rank, but it's not as easy as it was in the past. But we do know SEO very well, especially me. I don't mean to brag, but I do know this, business very well. And I know what works and what takes a long time. So I know you never want to overpromise, especially in SEO, because it's a good way to just make clients think that they're going to spend $700 or $500 and get this big return on their investment, and it really doesn't happen. And it's just, everything just goes bad, and they just think you're relying about the whole entire thing. So be very careful on SEO if you guys get involved, with that. So that's how it works. There's just certain things, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand how this works. I'm going to keep showing you more now, and this is a good time to say, if you have not smashed the like button, go ahead and hit it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And if you guys like these type of videos, then keep on watching. We're going to keep getting into this stuff here more. I'm going to go into the course here. Let me go ahead and see what else we have here. Okay, like coming up on my agency, like right now, we're going to be talking about the presentation page. So if you guys are still here, and you're still watching this, I want you guys to know that the things that we use on an agency to make things go easy and work with clients are coming up now. Okay, so this is really cool stuff, what I'm going to show you here. So the way we work with clients and reel them in super easy, well, we'd like to think it's super easy. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get that client. But you never know, though, because you never know when they're going to call you back or send you a message and say that they're interested. Because we've sent out messages that are 2 years old, and somebody will respond and say, wow, we got your message, and it's been 2 years, or it's been so long, but now we're interested in doing something. We're like, wow, what made these people come back or start to work with us after 2 years? I mean, it's just weird, right? So that's retargeting. That's where that comes in. That's what I was saying. It's always important to retarget all your clients. So let's look at my screen here. Set up a main presentation page. I'm going to show you one coming up. Set up your pricing page, your opt-in pages, your contact form. Set up MailChimp. It's free when you guys are just getting started. That's why I show that. And then if you want to change to another professional autoresponder, I highly recommend A few more, and I'll tell you more about those, later when you start working, with us. But set up autoresponders, really cool stuff, and then set up your shopping cart, set up plugins. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you're going to do that our course helps you with. Okay, so let me go ahead and look at my screen again, as you can see here. So here's some of the things that you can set up here. Is set up your Facebook ads, your lead forms, your Google ads, mini chat, text messages. This is we're getting into one of the niches that we work in, so I wanted to show you how it actually works with the real estate niche. And if I keep reading along here, I put all this stuff in here. So there's so much here. Let me see here. So let's go over this one here. When you guys are getting into this business and you're trying to figure out, like, okay, what do I need to do, or what? Just watch. If you get a course, and many people will offer you a course. We actually show you what's inside our course. So if you're thinking about doing this, you get to see exactly what's inside our course before you even get it, to know if it's going to work for you. You have to put the work in, but it's all set up with one click. So we give you your basic websites and your landing pages, everything you need to get clients. You watch all the videos. You got the Facebook training, Google ad training, all that stuff. Let's just get out of this and go straight into it. Let me see if I can get in there. Let's get out of PowerPoint and go here. Okay, so let me show you real quick. I do have a bunch of windows open here. Right here, I have one of the presentation pages open. You might have seen this in some of the other videos that I do. And if you see something blurry, it's like a little bit blurry. I need to refresh, but I'm not going to. Here's one of the presentation pages that we send out. And this is how we get clients easy. If you send out a presentation page, they see this, they get a special custom email that is set up to make them look at the email and see what's inside it and click on these links. So when they click on these links, then they see, like, oh, this company's offering social media marketing. They do ads. Here's some of the ads that the company's talking about. So they see what we basically offer. So we're trying to impress them. You see how it works? So, oh, they do Google ads. Okay, because many people don't know how to do any of this stuff. And if they are doing it, they're probably doing it wrong, or they got somebody that just thinks they know how to do it, and it just seems like nothing's working. We do landing pages, opt-in pages, lead capture. I specialize in all this stuff, and I have it down to a science, and I really mean that. It's an amazing system that I created. It was created by me, and it was created for me, and I'll get into that, later. But, just let me just keep watching my screen here. So we do the chat bot, we do everything, text messages. So that's how you stay in touch. This is all retargeting, cool stuff. This is retargeting without even paid ads. We're retargeting clients without even paid ads here, and then we do paid ads as well. And here's the funnel system right here, and this right here, this is a presentation page. Remember, this is what they're looking at, and this is just a sample. That's why it says 555. This is just a sample, but they get this, and they get this custom form here that helps you convert these clients to work with you. So if you're thinking about getting into this, like when we first started this video, I said, is this a work from home business? Yes, it is. You can learn how to do this. Just learn, watch the course, learn everything, ask me, questions, anything that you guys want to know, and I'll explain how this works. So what you're doing is you're getting the clients. We show you how to get the clients. You don't have to cold call anybody, and just do it. But there's many people that, now let's pause for 1 second. The problem is, that's why I say that so many people say, hey, just do it this way. Like, we're in the real estate niche. And that's where I want to put the brakes on right now and say, wait a minute. Because I get so many people that are in my Facebook group, even, and our Facebook group is growing. But even the people that are just in there, it's not that large of a group yet. And they're like, wow, I see what you do. And many people will just say, take a Gmail, like I said earlier, and send it out. And all these realtors are going to come flocking to you and say, hey, I want to work with you. Great. I see that you do social media marketing. That is not true. First of all, not all real estate agents have money. That's not true. People think, oh, a real estate agent, they have tons of money. They can pay you $5,000 a month. The only time a real estate agent has money is when they sell a house. If they're new in the business, they don't have any money. They're still trying to figure everything out. They don't know even how to get business. It's really tough when you get involved in the real estate industry. They don't give you leads from the office. And if they do, they don't go anywhere. So it's just basically the rule of thumb is when you're a real estate agent, you work for a large brokerage, but they don't give you leads. You have to create your own leads. That's why they do like to see this type of marketing when we send it to them. And if you're wondering, how do I know all this inside scoop? Like, what's the truth? Because I'm actually a real estate agent also. That's how I got involved in this. I built this for me. So I'm not just a marketer, I'm a real estate agent, right? So now you guys know. Okay, so that being said, I know what they need and I know what type of agents really want this business. So do we go after, like you might be saying to yourself, a lot of people think, well, okay, we'll just go after people who are super busy and they're really rich. A lot of those people that are super busy and have tons of work already, they don't want our help. And the reason why I know that, because we target those type of people all the time. We do sometimes win and get them to work with us, but they're very stuck on what they're already doing. They don't need any help. They really don't spend that much money on social media marketing because it's just, they've been doing it for too long and it's just, it's repeat business. So who is this really good for? Now I'm going to tell you exactly who we think, or I think it's good for. The people who are starting out, yes, if they have money, and there's ways to find out. Some people starting out already have 10 grand because they found out, hey, somebody told them, hey, when you get involved in the real estate business, they don't give you leads. You got to figure out how to get leads. A lot of new agents don't know that. They find that out the hard way once they get the real estate license and they join a brokerage, and then they find out that the brokerage has all kinds of fees. So when you join any brokerage, there's tons of fees. It's not free to work for a major brokerage. Many people think it's free. It's like, what? Why would it be free? There's no business out there that's free to work for. There's insurance. There's all kinds of things. I mean, there's board fees. There's tons of fees. That's why I'm like blown away when I hear that everybody's rich in the real estate. No way. Okay, so it's going to be, if it's somebody new starting in the real estate business, they have to have money. If not, then you want to go ahead and target people that already have business and have enough money to pay for this type of business of, marketing, because they're already doing it. Sometimes they already have a marketer. So you have to prove that you're better than that marketer than what they're using. And a lot of times they'll say, well, we already have a person doing what you guys are offering. And it's never worth it. That person is not doing what we offer. There's no way. In fact, I even put that here. So when they tell you that, they're actually going to see that right here. It says here, right here. So that's an objective, if I can say it right. Most real estate agents try to run ads or do some type of marketing, but the problem is they never have been trained to understand what digital marketing is. So ask yourself this: when is the last time your real estate assistant got you leads? We say that because, that's why this is in red. So if you're asking yourself right now, I think my real estate assistant does all this, not even close. No. So that's like just something that you need to know. They need to know that this is custom stuff. There's no way that anybody's doing this unless they were trained to build funnels and they somehow or another became a professional marketer. This is professional marketer stuff. This ain't like something that you can just learn out of anywhere. It doesn't work like that. So that's why I'm very picky when somebody says, oh yeah, we've already done that. So anyhow, back to what I was saying. Who's it for? It's for somebody like not in the middle totally, but somebody who can afford it. You can find out super easy if they can afford marketing. You don't want to waste your time with people that don't have any money. Don't get involved with that. Make sure that they do have enough money to run ads and pay you as well, or just move on. Okay, so that being said, that's what we use. That's called a presentation page. I will go a little bit slower again, maybe for the people that didn't see this. You can see how cool it is. I'm scrolling up and down. I'll do that one more time before we move on. And I'm hoping that the people that are super interested in this business, you guys should still be watching this video. And if you are, it's time again to hit this smash that like button. Go ahead and hit it now. and that helps this video and this channel go somewhere. Okay, so let's keep moving along. Okay, let's go into here. We're inside welcome to the members area. So if you guys wanted to learn this business, we have set up a complete course that it's super cool, and it's one of the newest courses right now. It's inside the Smart Affiliate System, which is, this is the main course, like, and then you get a bunch of courses inside the Smart Affiliate System, but you could just get this course by itself as well. It's the same. I mean, I'll go over all that. It's right here. So if you click here, it's called this SMMA Real Estate Blueprint, and here it is here. So this one here, right here, you can see what's involved here. So we teach you step by step. Here's all the videos here, and we show you how to set up your agency, and that you get that sales page. So you get this one here. It installs with one click with a page builder that's called Elementor. Okay, many people have heard of Elementor. It's super easy to use. It's WordPress based, and it's just totally cool to work with that type of page builder. So I show you right here on video exactly how all this crazy stuff works. And this course is super easy to navigate. You can see that you have all your buttons here, your navigation and navigation here, welcome video, and all the videos are right here on the bottom of every page. You click on them, they go full screen, they're all done in HD, and I don't miss anything. When I show you how something's done on training, you'll see it, and they're all done in short segments so you guys understand exactly how things go. But one of the main things is this comes with all your downloads, and you get like your Facebook ads, your Google ads, you get all kinds of training. We're adding more and more stuff to this, and you get scripts, everything that I talked about, how to get clients without cold calling. You can cold call if you like, but we don't do that at all. There's no reason to. When we send somebody an email with our presentation page and the emails that we use, and we show you where to find the clients, they see that. And if you do this over and over, your emails will start to get open, and you'll start to get people calling you back. And just make sure that you guys offer the services and know how to run through the sales pitch, I guess you could call it, the script. When they call you, know what to say, and be very quick with your answers, because they're going to ask you pretty much everything that's on that sales presentation, and you want to be very quick. Don't try to think about things too much and act like you don't know what you're talking about. You have to answer their questions fast and make sure that they know that they are working with a professional person that's been trained on everything that you guys are offering. You see how that works? Because many times I get too many people that don't know this business at all, and all they want to do is send out the presentation pages, and then they'll send us a message saying everything was going great, but they started asking me questions, and they could just tell that I didn't know anything, and then I never heard back from them. Don't let that be you. Make sure that you do understand everything, how this works. If you don't understand how it works, then don't call them back when they want information. Make sure it's not you. Make sure it's somebody else that you've trained, or they know how this works. You have to know how this works. Don't lose clients by not knowing this business. You have to know this business inside out. I mean, you don't have to be an expert on running ads maybe and all that stuff, but I kind of want you guys to know how that works too. Okay, moving along here. Here's the downloads page. So when you come here, I wanted just to show you how cool this is. Right here, you download all your opt-in pages. They're super nice, and you get your presentation page, your pricing pages, all that, and they're all built with Elementor for WordPress. Okay, super cool stuff. You're not going to find this stuff on another course unless somebody's done what I have done. I mean, I really geek out on this stuff, and it's just when I do something, I always wanted to create a blueprint, and this is a real blueprint. This is what I use in my own business. You're getting what I actually use. It's not like something that I found somewhere. No, this is my stuff. Okay, you get all the contact forms. And let me just touch on this really quick. A lot of people don't understand this, because this video is, I'm taking my time in this video here so you guys can really hear me out. The contact forms is one of the tricks to getting clients. A lot of people don't understand that. They think it's just an opt-in form, name, email. No, my contact forms have been set up to make sure that we're getting rid of the looky-loos, and we're pre-approving people to work with us, because you're not only just getting leads for clients, you're actually helping them pre-approve all these people that are coming through all these leads. So there's two ways that you get leads here. You're going to get leads from your Facebook, your ads that you guys are running, but also your Google ads and YouTube, all that stuff, right? But you're actually getting other kinds of leads that are coming in from your contact forms. Those are your pre-qualified forms. They're made to make sure that it's people who are serious. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that right there is just so powerful in screening out the people that are so interested, really interested in moving forward. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I wish I had a cup of water around here, but I don't. My voice is probably going to give out. But anyhow, right here. So next you have your email scripts. These are my own email scripts that I use, and I'm always adding new ones. But anybody can write an email script. It's just an email script, but it does take a little bit of know-how. You want to be able to not say too much, know how to say it, and get them to take action without boring them, because you got to remember with emails and with anything online or videos, even if they're not interested and something's not clicking in somebody's brain, they're gone within a couple seconds. So you got to make sure that you're really hitting home with that within the first 3 or 4 seconds on that email, and make sure that it's something in that email is capturing their eye and them not to click off, or then you're just making a mistake. Okay, moving along here, you get all the Facebook downloads, all the ad copies. These are the ones that I use, and they work, and I lay everything out step by step. Super cool stuff. You get all my Google ad copies as well. And then this is, hosting. We show you how to set all this stuff up. So, step by step. So this is really cool. Let me keep moving along now, because I don't want to go too long in this video, but we're coming down to the end. Don't worry, hang in there. You guys are doing great if you're still here. Now, right here is the Facebook ad training. If you want to learn how to run ads, I highly suggest these videos are not that long. They're all done in short segments. It won't take you that long to go through them all. But if you do watch this, you're going to learn how Facebook ads work, and at least you'll know what to say to somebody. If you're outsourcing this, you'll know what to look for. Because I always tell everybody, when you outsource, you want to make sure that you kind of know what's going on, to make sure that they're doing it right, or your outsourcing is not going to work. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. But you actually get to watch me. It's me on video here running ads, and you can see how I get the leads super quick. I get them super fast within, this is filmed live. Like what I mean by live is when you watch all the videos, you can see that I show the exact date. It's today's date, and then I hit the next day. So when less than 7 days, you get to see how I get all the leads. We do 50 leads, and we'd go 80, and then I believe we go 100. So it depends on what I'm showing you in there. I'm always adding new things, but I actually show you exactly how to do all the custom Facebook ads. And there's more and more training is always being added, but this is really powerful stuff. And that's that. And we do have the Google training too as well. So, and we're going to be adding more and more, like just so much stuff that's coming out. Like I'm sure you've seen some of my ads, maybe if you haven't yet, on YouTube, and that's like crazy stuff. You can run ads for any client you want on YouTube. Very powerful stuff, and it's not as expensive as everybody thinks. Of course, a lot of us will spend a lot of money because we're trying to do certain things, but you don't have to. I mean, you can if you want. It depends what level you're at and what you're trying to accomplish with YouTube ads, Google ads, and Facebook. Paid marketing it can drain you, yeah, but you just have to know where to budget yourself and work with clients and let them know that you guys are doing the right thing for them. So every client's different, and especially you, if you're starting your own agency and you want to advertise yourself, there's many different ways to do marketing. So anyhow, there's all kinds of stuff here. I'm not going to show everybody right now. Watch one of the other videos that go ahead and click in the description under this video, and you'll see it's going to take you to another video, and it'll show you inside the webinar. Go ahead and click on, click it. Don't worry, we're not trying to sell you anything in there, but I go inside the actual course, this course, and I show you the ad copies. I show you everything like close up, because I really want you guys to see exactly what's included with this if you're trying to get involved in this type of business. Now, this video has really went long. I had no idea I was going to even try to go this long at all, but yeah, so it's just If you guys are still watching, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't yet, maybe you've seen the banner floating around here somewhere, go ahead and get my free ebook and my free downloads. I offer all kinds of stuff free. If you're looking for some free stuff and you guys are just getting started with working from home, go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions in setting up your online home business, like I said, there's many ways that you can work from home. We always show the real stuff here. I never teach that get rich overnight stuff. No. All the businesses that I have are very old. They're going on 10 years old. So what you'll always learn from me is what really works online. I don't go after stuff that's hard and like just, well, I shouldn't say hard, but stuff that just doesn't really work. We go after the real thing. You know, this is a real business. This is social media marketing, running an agency, but you have to understand the way things work or you will fail. I mean, it's just, I don't like when people say, hey, it's super easy, just do it this way. It's not. You have to do it a certain way. There has to be a system in place or none of this works. So for the people that don't have a system and they're still getting clients, great, but it's just like, I don't believe it unless I see it. But I mean, maybe you'll get lucky here and there, but you have to have a system. I mean, we have a system for pretty much everything. I mean, we keep track of everything and down to, well, you've already heard me. There's no reason for me to go on and on. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So go ahead and click. You'll find all the links in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next video. And yeah, okay, let's just leave it with that because this video is way too long. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, thanks for watching.